What else we got, LD?
You gotta be freaky.
You do have to be a
Hey,
little freaky.
Stavi, eldest, and beautiful guest. I wrote this down, so if it comes across
Wrote it
weird
down.
cadence, that's why. But about 10 years ago, my dad passed away suddenly. I was 19 and he was only 48. His life insurance policy named my uncle as the beneficiary with the understanding that the money would be split between my brothers, my kids. Instead, my piece of shit uncle kept almost all of it for himself. About $140,000.
Wow, bro, that's crazy. I'm trying to think of that.
You gotta shoot this nigga, man. Like, I'm sorry.
That's insane. You do your nephew like that, bro, and your brother, and you're just like, fuck you, I'm stealing your money.
Yeah, you gotta sneak him, bro. Yeah, you gotta sneak him.
That's crazy.
You gotta get jumped.
Keep going. What else are we missing?
Always. He has paid us back since, so there's at least that.
He paid it back.
But once again, I
since that happened, the uncle has paid it back.
Oh, so you don't shoot
to
him.
who though? I'm sorry.
Because the dad was like, when I die, my brother gets this, and he's gonna split it amongst my 3 sons.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but the uncle has paid it back to all of them.
Oh, so he spent it and then he paid it back? Oh, okay.
All right, so it was a payday loan.
Yeah, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, you got
I'm
it,
actually all the way back to now. You're a bitch for being mad at that.
Yeah.
Your uncle, basically, your uncle did what all banks do. Banks don't hold your money. They do business with it.
That shit bugged me
and then
up.
bring it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My kids was asking me like, yo, is there billions of dollars in the bank? I was like, no, stupid. I was like, how do you find, they give out loans and shit like that. Like, that's what they do.
It's all a game of musical chairs.
Yeah.
We're fucked if everybody wants their money. Okay, so I'm a little confused, but let's finish up.
it was horrible, and I just cannot forgive him. I've been in therapy for years, with a lot, just life in general, and this comes up a lot, and the answer always ends up being forgiveness, just to forgive him. But I just can't get there. I don't feel right about it. That being said, I don't really let it control or fester in my life. I have a great career. My dating life is going really well. I'm generally an overall very happy person.
Okay.
I'm cordial with him when I have to see him. The couple times a year I do. But I hate being in the same room with him. I truly cannot stand it. My brothers and my mom, sister, have forgiven him since. And like I said, though, I just haven't, and I don't think I will. He stole the last thing my father left for me. The thing he worked very hard, to make sure that he was going to be providing for his children.
Back.
He borrowed the last thing your dad left you.
He doesn't say this, but I think it sounds like it's a little more turbulent than, oh, I'm just gonna borrow this money and pay it back eventually.
Right.
I'm assuming they had to like chase after him. Who knows if it got legal?
They had to find him in Turkey with a new hairline and shit. Like, yo, this motherfucker got a BBL and a hairline with our money. What the fuck you doing out here?
Okay, so I understand. Okay, so probably what happened is, but my question is, was there a moment he was supposed to give it to you and you went to get it? There was zero money. Did he fuck you in a way where you were expecting it and it didn't come,
right,
and he only paid it back like 15 years later? Like, that's my question, is first thing is, how big a sin is this, right? Because again, it's annoying, but also you do have the money now, right? Did you ever need the money and it wasn't there because your uncle took it? Then I understand a little more of this, right? That's number one. Number two, though, I think this is so intertwined with the grief about your dad.
Oh, yeah.
To me, that's the larger thing here, right? That you're a kid when he goes, but you're kind of in the worst age because you think you're an adult, right? You're 19, so you think you have all these like supercharged emotions. You don't know how to handle them. You're at the worst possible place you can be because you think you're smart enough to handle them, but you're also like young, hormonal, all over the place. And this guy, this uncle, does a really fucked up thing, which is he essentially steals from you and he steals symbolically your dad's last wish. So it's like he's taking your money, but he's also disrespecting your father, who you lost unexpectedly and tragically. And I think this is a way for you to the longer you're pissed about this, the longer your dad is actively in your life in a way. It's like there's a piece of open business that your dad was directly involved in. And I think really my guess is you have to let go. This is like the last piece of like fully accepting that, you know, your dad is like it's hard to let go of that anger because it's like it's justified on the behalf of your father who's not in your life anymore. And that's a serious bummer, right?
Yeah.
And so my only thing is, look, really think about how much this guy fucked you. Because if it's the kind of thing where you needed that 30 grand for
you wrote
tuition,
a check for a down payment on a
or
house,
your mom needed it to pay for the house,
fucking kidney or some shit.
something.
Yeah.
Like if there was if this guy really wronged you in some way, I understand it a little more. I would still say work towards forgiveness, but I understand it a little more. But be real about yourself about how big this sin was, what it really cost you. Because if it really does boil down to he took some of the money, you know, he was annoying about paying it back. We had to wait an extra few years to get the money back. That sucks, and you should be mad at him a little bit, but it is the thing that I think you can ultimately forgive.
Yeah.
And I think you have to be real about yourself about where these feelings are coming from and really think about the grief and about, like, you know, letting go of it. And, you know, in some ways it's like, do you really want the constant feel like, this is a feeling that's intertwined with your father, but it's also a negative one. It's also like, it's like, and letting that rule you kind of stops you from like having the constant presence in your life. Because you're saying it's something he's mad about like daily. He's saying, I think you'd be better off to try and transition that into like happy memories of your dad.
That's it.
As opposed to like this fucking anger at your dickhead uncle, right?
The other thing is too, like, I don't know how many siblings your dad had, but if he chose your uncle to be the one that's distributing this money, that means that they must have been, unless he's like, you know,
Did they get divorced, I guess? Why wouldn't he give it to his wife? He didn't say.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be so funny if they weren't divorced and he chose his brother.
He's like, yo, no, my
That's
brother.
some
He's like,
real
yo,
immigrant shit
he's like,
too.
you know, women don't know how to handle money.
Yeah. His brother knew he was cheating. He's like, all right.
He's like, yo,
listen, they're going to be mad at you.
they're going to find out.
Use the $100K, but pay it back. Like, this dad had like a secret agreement with him. He's like, look, just fucking do it. Fine.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like you might be missing out on like a bonus dad. You know what I'm saying? Like if your dad and your uncle were very close, you know what I'm saying? And they're maybe they share some similarities. You could you know, channel your dad to your uncle, which might be an unhealthy thing, but like, you know, you got a father figure presence type of person still in your life. You know what I'm saying? That you can mend fences with. Why not?
And also, how old is he, eldest? Did he say?
He said he was 19 when his dad died 10 years ago, so he's 29.
Yeah, you about to be 30, champ. Come on.
This is also, I also will give you a pass in terms of like, I get these like, I would say everything we talked about, really look at all your feelings and also be open to it at least.
Yeah.
Because I think the first step for me reconciling with people that I never did was being like, I don't feel this way right now, but if it comes up, I'm not going to fight it, right? Like, because that's another thing of like, you don't want to be doing the work to stay angry. If you happen to be angry, you happen to be angry. But if there's a time where you don't even give a fuck, like truly a lot of the shit with my dad is like, I got to the point where I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm a grown man.
Yeah, dog.
Who gives a fuck that he skipped out on a couple important things? That mattered to me when I was even in my 20s. But when you get to a point where you're like, and you might get to a point where you're like, money gets tight as fuck for you, or you have to do something where you're like, whoa, this is fucked. This is borderline a little, and I'm not even saying close to what your uncle did, but you might start to just understand.
Right, you might have to.
When life gets fucked up and you like.
You got to bust a move.
Who knows, you know? Right? I'm just saying, at least be open to forgiveness, because I've been there too where I've stopped myself from, like, I've been ready to forgive and I've been like, no, fuck that, I'm still mad at this person. And ultimately, the only person that
it ain't worth it, man. Yeah, because you the only one sitting there stewing like, man, fuck this motherfucker. Your uncle's getting jerked off somewhere. Like, he's just chilling, like eating a cheesesteak. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
But he's chilling.
Yeah.
He paid that money back. His conscience is clear.
He probably is. He's probably like, what the fuck's your problem?
Yeah, why you tripping, bro? Like, your brother's good. The other one's chilling. Your mom is chilling.
And
like,
on some level,
nobody's
dude,
mad at me except you.
It is true. Think about that. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be this armchair. This whole show is armchair psychology. Obviously, don't take it. This is not medical. Do not fucking listen to me. I'm a fucking idiot. I might be completely fucking wrong.
Me too.
But really, you might. I don't want. I'm not going to tell you you're in the wrong. But I am saying, like, I think there is something more than the situation. That's causing this.
It's not just the money.
This intense anger. I do. That's my read on it.
It's not just the money, because obviously he said too, like, yo, I have a good job.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a healthy
Shit's going
relationship.
good.
Shit's going good. So let it go. Let it
Yeah.
go, champ. Or like Stav said, at least I think about it.
Think about it in this way and also be open to letting it go.
Yeah.
That's the first step to potentially letting it go.